Welcome to the Young Fathers class. Godfrey Kutesa, as usual, is my name. And I'm back with the tribe of strong men. And this time we come to you, teaching you, educating you. And I give myself a role that if many other fathers out there were not talked to, if nobody talked to me about fatherhood when I was young, I shouldn't let that happen to those young fathers that are coming up today. I should be able to talk to them, to teach them. Now, today I've come back with a class of young fathers, or the young fathers class. When I talk about young fathers, I mean people or young people who have become fathers at an early age, 30, 25, 26, 27, 32, 35, 37, 38. Usually 38. That's where I want to stop when I'm referring to young fathers. So any other person who is within that age, when you became a father within that age, I refer to you as a young father. Some people even become young fathers at the age of 20. All right, that's not something that we are proud of, but it happens. So if it happens, what happens? Should we just ignore them? No, we do not ignore them. That's why I took on the role to be able to educate young fathers and to teach young fathers and to be giving you tips of how to be a good father. You know what? Fatherhood is a very good thing. And no one told me that when I was young. No one told me that when I was young. And because no one told me that when I was young, I became a father, and I made a lot of mistakes. When I became a father, I made a lot of mistakes. First of all, I rejected my daughter. I ran away from the pregnancy. I was hiding myself until someone had to sit me down and tell me, no, it's beautiful to become a father. Now I refer to myself as an interesting and a good daddy. Last week, we learned a lesson about being supportive. The other week, we learned a lesson about accepting. When you understand that you've made someone's daughter pregnant, you do not reject the pregnancy. When you're actually sure that that's your pregnancy, you do not reject the pregnancy. No, look, I want you, fight. No, we do not do that. And I taught you that in week 1 of our lesson 1. Then lesson 2, when I came back, that was last week, I gave you another lesson of what it means to be accepting and then supporting, being supportive in the pregnancy. Your girlfriend is pregnant, your wife is pregnant, your fiance is pregnant. Now I'm referring to your wife because you're married, your girlfriend because you're not married. All right, your fiance, you are just engaged, but you're not yet married. Yes, it's possible for someone to be pregnant when actually they're not married. It happens. So do not just come by and say, hey, no, don't tell me that. It happens. Now, today I want us to add another lesson of how to be a very good father. Now you have supported your wife in the pregnancy. Supporting your wife, I told you last time, comes with finances. You support them. You give them money. After giving them money, you go to the next step. The next step is what? The next step is to go with them to the hospital, antenatal visits. Because usually they make tests of you, the husband, and make tests of the mother. Being there, that's emotional support. And I told you, never mistreat a woman who is pregnant for you. Never mistreat them, because their life comes to a standstill. Today I want us to add on something else of what to learn of how to be good fathers and good young fathers who belong to the tribe of strong men. In that support that you're giving, now the time has come. 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, and she's pregnant, and then she gives birth, or she's going to give birth. I would love you to be part of that, because part of loving your baby starts when the baby is still inside. I'd love you to be there if you can, but if you cannot, I would love you to be the one to go out, look out for the hospital where she's going to give birth from. Ask her, Jocelyn, where do you think we can give birth from? This is my budget. Where do you think we can give birth from? What are some of the things that we need to prepare so that we can have a safe delivery of our baby? Buy basins. Participate, even if you cannot afford. I do not want you to tie your support on finances alone. Nowadays, women are working. You might find yourself that your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance who is pregnant is financially stable. And your only work, or your only job is to be there, is to escort her, is to come up with ideas of which house you are going to stay in. What are you going to use? Are you promising to be there when she's delivering? That's the support that is necessary. In the final days of giving birth, you're trying to show that you are supportive. They're trying to show that you're supportive. What does it mean? It means that your presence is felt. A woman who is about to give birth has a lot of mood swings. And part of your support as a man who belongs in a tribe of strong men, part of the support that I expect you to give is to understand her. Even if you're not staying with her. Some of you, your girlfriends get pregnant or your wife gets pregnant and she says, I cannot stay here with you anymore. I got to be with my parents. I'm going to be with my parents in the village. Or I'm going to be with my sister. If you're in the tribe of strong men, you do not think wonye, but ulabide. No. You continue keeping in touch. You make a phone call. Damali, how are you doing? Rachel, how is the baby? Can we have lunch? You know, I want to teach you. I want to be able to teach you how to be supportive without necessarily spending too much. That is ngana wafuna omukazi ategeera oyinza okufuna ssebo omuyayi ne mutunka. And that also goes back, I will teach you that lesson about dating. When you are dating, you have to be real. Omukazi alina okutegeera nti oli tolina. You pour out your heart n'ogamba nti no sirina zino enfuna yange eri bweti waliwo byensobola waliwo byesisobola. So if she knows, but I will give you that lesson another day. Now, when tukomyewo, anatera okuzaala, she's about to give birth. She decided, no, let me stay away. It's wrong for you to make a woman pregnant, no mwijako, and you push her away. It's wrong. It's wrong. Some of these pregnancies actually make women want you more. Some of these pregnancies, it makes the woman want you more, to be with you. So if you detach yourself and push her away, you're creating a mental problem. Some of these pregnancies make these women want just to be there talking to you. Of course, you cannot be there constantly talking to her because, of course, you also have to work. But at least be available for that little time. That's what a person who is part of the tribe of strong men does. This episode and the last episode and the other episode have been dedicated on pregnancies. Also, support the woman that you've made pregnant. If she chooses to say, I don't want to stay here, no problem, let her go. But if she goes, also be there. Be available. Show that you should be with me. But if you cannot be with me, at least let me support you. Genda kumudala gwenyama. Tebese nyama ebyenda musindikire. What do you want to eat? Send 20k, 5k. People who are part of the tribe of strong men, that's what they do. They support. You are trying to tell this woman that what you're carrying, I am equally responsible for what you're carrying. I am equally responsible, and I want to support you so that you have a safe delivery of our coming baby. That's what men do. Men who are part of the tribe of strong men, their strength is exhibited in support, not fighting. Sikuyomba kuvuma kuba ngumi nedda. Musajja omugezi takuba mukazi. Ate n'omukazi omugunjufu talwana na musajja. This I want to tell you. But today is not a woman's thing. It's a man. Young man's class. Young father's class. Gentlemen, I do not want you to make the mistakes that I made when I was still young. I became a father, and I wasn't there to do all the things that I'm telling you. Until I grew up, until I learned. My father never taught me how to be a father. Your father might have not taught you how to be a father. But here we are teaching ourselves how to be good men. And I'm counting on you to be that good man, to be that strong man who can be relied on, who can be counted as an excellent man. A woman will never forget a man who stands for them, when they are pregnant, in their darkest time, in their heaviest time, being supportive, being the preparations of your baby, know where they're going to give birth from. Support. That's what a man does, who's part of the tribe of strong men. Now, in our next class, we're going to learn what happens when you give birth. What does a father do, or young father, a person who is in the tribe of strong men? What does he do? Godfrey Kutesa is my name, and I appreciate all the young fathers that usually keep calling me the Bambuzako. They ask questions here and there, and I appreciate them. My number is just down the screen there. They'll be able to share it, and if you want to be a part of our WhatsApp group of young fathers, you can join us. Of course, do not use that number. The number that I'm giving you is the number for my administrator, so you can always reach out or join the tribe of strong men in that direction. I'm so proud of you, every father who is taking responsibility. If you're supporting your wife who is pregnant, or if you're supporting your girlfriend, your fiance who is pregnant, or you started being pregnant, you are supporting all that. I'm so proud of you. And those who did that, I'm so proud of you. Let's meet again next week. Go to my Twitter handle and then follow that, and then be able to love that. Also on my YouTube, all these classes are part of the YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You can go there and be able to rewatch them. The women that are watching this as well, be able to share this information with young fathers. God bless you, and bye-bye.